La 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 la. It's two grooms
in a pod.
I'm Cleo,
And I'm Shannon.
and this is episode number
21, 22.
22.
Wow.
22. We've come a long way
Long way.
in a short amount of time.
Right.
And to those of you who are rocking with two grooms in a pod, I've been on too many shows, y'all.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for being here. We appreciate you. Don't
You got
we?
too much going on.
Don't we appreciate?
We do appreciate.
And I have too much going on.
A lot going on.
Okay, I have a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean,
but it's good. Keeps you occupied.
It's good. I'm productive.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got to get you a little bit busier.
And then when I get busy, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm too busy.
Then you're resentful.
Yeah.
You're resentful of being busy.
I'll get busy. I'll get some stuff done.
I still need to get my my bowling ball.
Okay.
I'm a little jealous
Of?
because I found out that you had given your nephew a bowling ball. And I was like, oh, you did?
Yes.
Which, good
He
for
asked
him.
me.
Good for him. I'm glad he has one, although I heard he has several already. I have zero.
He's a bowler. He's trying to
I
do it.
am a bowler too. I want to become a bowler. I want to become a better bowler.
Okay.
But I've expressed my desire for a bowling ball. Yes,
Oh, you were hinting.
Yes, I could get my own, but I would like it to be gifted.
Oh, okay. So those were hints.
Was it a hint? Me saying I want you to get me a bowling ball? Was that a hint? That was a hint?
Oh. You're so busy, so you need to get it cut for your size and all that.
Yeah. And
there's so many different types.
Right.
My nephew gave me specifics. He pinpointed which one he wanted.
Oh.
He
okay,
researched.
I'm not on that level.
Yeah, because you have to know where you're bowling, what kind of floor it has.
What kind of floor?
The curve. It's different types of bowling balls for different.
I want to be able to bowl on any floor I show up to. That's the kind of floor. I'm a
novice.
Novice. That's not what I was going to say. But anyway, moving on. So this past weekend we went to Tyler to hang out with the gays, but unfortunately,
really,
what?
It was on our minds, but we didn't intentionally go.
Well,
because we know it was too late.
I was about to say that we were going to go hang with the gays, but they shut it down a little early. Although we could have probably went to the club, and I thought about it, but I was like, I don't want to go to the club.
Yeah, I didn't think I wanted to go either.
I didn't bring it up because just in case you said yeah.
Well, we had already had in our mind some predetermined things to do.
Yeah,
in place of festivities with the gays.
Yeah,
so that kind of took precedent over.
But I did see that the thing did happen, like the kind of the convention thing. There was an indoor part, so I hate that I missed it. I saw that later. You guys got to advertise that. Yeah, let us know. It's inside, girl. You got to let us know.
Well, you were kind of busy up to a certain point.
I was. So I had some things I had to get done before we left. So
we would have been probably catching the tail end of when people were leaving. So we would have probably have gotten the scraps anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So because of that, we ended up shopping and going to see a movie and eating at a new restaurant. Oh, poor us.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see, there's a net. I want to blame it on Shannon. Shannon loves to leave the door open. And girl, worst thing you can have is a gnat like fly in your eye. Yeah.
Always blaming me. Always blaming me.
Always leaving doors open. Talking to the cat. You coming in? Washing windows. Door open. Girl, close the door. Letting the flies in and the air out.
It's air circulating in the house, so it's always good, right?
I hear you.
Well, you fry up those Indian foods, so we gotta.
That's why we have the air dispenser thing to get the spices out, get the curry out the house, and it does a good job too.
It does, but sometimes you need, a whisk of fresh air from outside to kind of.
Sure, yeah.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Okay, but now while we were in Tyler, we did catch Mission Impossible, which was great. I really enjoyed it. 3 hours, approximately, almost. But you needed all of it, I think. There was no wasted time, wasted scenes, I didn't think. There was a nice little lull where I could go to the bathroom. I didn't feel like I was going to miss anything.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't all be,
boom, 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 boom. Yeah, right. So there was a nice little, some exposition I knew was happening. So I can run. Yeah. And right back by the time I sat back down, he was on the plane flying again. So it was something. Did you like it?
I liked it. It was kind of long.
Yeah,
but
you shot it like you felt it. You felt that it was long, or
after a minute in those sections where there was not as much action, it was kind of like okay, that kind of thing. But I think it needed that too.
It needed it. Yeah, you can't.
Some of the other spectacular moments.
Perhaps you were a little impatient.
I could have been maybe a little full from eating.
Yes, that's right. We did do that.
And we did have snacks.
We did. You snuck in a snack or two.
I snuck in 2 snacks.
You did. You snuck in 2 snacks.
It's expensive in those movies.
It is. I'm sure no one's going to be mad at you.
So, I was a little embarrassed because I was making a lot of noise. I didn't have a bag to put my snacks in. So I just, stuffed them down my pants a little.
Yeah, it looked like he was walking in with a colostomy bag or something.
I don't think they probably even care.
Those kids didn't care. They're just like, girl, we went to the late showing. The movie started at 9:50. Honey, we were the last 5 people in the movie theater. Those kids did not care.
No.
Which I did enjoy that part. There wasn't people talking and on their phones, and it was just a good, almost like being at home watching movie experience. Everybody behaved.
Yeah.
Although it did look like some people skipped out on their bill. Although I guess they couldn't have skipped out on the bill because we went to one of those studio movie grill places where when you order food, you give them your card first. But they did leave. I'm like, how do you come to this movie and leave early?
It was a little strange.
Yeah, like maybe they had saw another movie. That's the only thing I was thinking. Maybe they had seen another movie, dipped into this late movie. Like, let's go check this movie out. Let's do a 2 for 1. I mean, we've all done it, right? We've all came to a matinee or something, or some movie. You looked and saw,
me?
This other movie that we want to see starts 15 minutes after the movie that we're watching ends. Girl, let's just...
You sneak in movies?
Snuck. Past tense. I said we all have. Have we not?
I don't think I have.
Have you not, Dorothy? Goody.
Maybe once or twice.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I was much younger.
There you go. Goody good. Goody good goodness. I've never sucked into a movie theater. But you have. Okay.
I was following others.
Oh.
Peer pressure.
Oh, goody good was pressured. Goody good goodness. It was pressured to just go to the movie. Did you go pay after you seen it? Like, I feel so bad, y'all. Here's this money for this movie I saw that I didn't
No,
pay
I
for.
didn't do all that.
Oh, so she's not goody good this.
I felt embarrassed.
Yeah, sure. And what a nice thing about the trip though also was because in Tyler, the Indian restaurant that we love, or I should say I love, had closed. But then I just took a chance and said, let me Google again, let me Yelp and see if there is an Indian restaurant. And lo and behold, Namaste Indian restaurant popped up. So in the directions we put, Shannon said, where are we going to eat? What you found? I said, I found an Indian restaurant. And there we went. And it was a different kind of Indian restaurant than some of the other ones we've been to before. I can't remember like what, because all Indian food is not alike. Just like, if you think about American food in the United States, depending on the region, people will fry chicken differently or fry fish differently. And so the region that this Indian food was made from, the flavors were a little different. There was a fish dish, which I wish I could remember the name of it. I'm sure I could look it up and find it. That was so good. And matter of fact, I don't think did I eat the leftovers on that? Did you eat the leftovers?
I have not eaten the leftovers.
Oh, they're bad now. I'm not eating it now.
You weren't going to eat it anyway.
No, I would have. I had planned to eat it, but I forgot about it.
Okay. Well, it's in the back of the fridge. Yeah. So it's kind of tucked away.
That back of the fridge is where things go to die. You got to keep it.
There wasn't much anyway.
I need a big refrigerator. Not that our refrigerator is small, but I need a big refrigerator so I can
buy more.
See things. Like, I need to catch my eye. Oh, let me get that for it expires.
So you need the one that you touch the screen and it just becomes like a mirror or something.
Like it's very transparent. Right. Or if there's a way for it to say Indian food entered on Sunday, April 5th. Recommended eating by Tuesday, April 7th.
You were supposed to take it to work.
I was.
And you didn't take anything to work this week.
I did not. I don't know what happened. I failed.
I think you were just trying to get out.
I was just trying to get out. Waking up just in time and then not meal prepping the night before. And I have the best of intentions, y'all. The best of intentions. Speaking of great intentions, we're going to move on from us to talk about Monica and Brandy and Kelly Rowland and Money Long going on this tour together.
And Jamal Roberts.
Who?
The American Idol winner.
It's going to be on the tour too?
Yeah.
Where you see that? I missed that.
He's going to be on.
He must have been in a little print on that poster.
Yeah.
Child, his print was so little, you couldn't read it without.
I don't think he has the album out yet.
He has the single. He's going to be out there singing them songs from American Idol, probably.
It's going to be other people's
or The
songs.
Voice, wherever he was on.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Jamal. We celebrate you because you've already stood up and made a name for yourself doing a lot of good things. So good for you.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah. But it's the Dark and Lovely tour. It's all the dark brown skins. Brown skin. I love your brown skin.
Yeah. It's going to be good, I think.
Yeah, should be good.
Are you going?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh.
It takes a lot to get me out the house.
Does it?
But this, for a concert, yeah. How many concerts have I been to?
But it doesn't take a lot. You just have to like the person.
So that's a lot. Because I don't like a lot. I'm a fan of a lot, but I'm not a fan of a lot enough to brave crowds, parking. Girl, how far is this from the venue? Girl, do they walk how far? Ugh, where's that seat at? Is it where? They got seats, right?
Yes.
Just all that kind of stuff you got to be figuring out.
Yeah, that is a lot to hear.
It's a lot.
How far is it? I don't know. I've never been here before. This is your state.
So anyway, it's a journey.
Okay.
It's a journey. So we will be going. I don't know which one we're going to go to, but I know whatever we go to, whichever one we do attend, we will do some kind of like streaming from it, maybe, or like, at least do like a day in the life. You know, we're up. We're getting ready. We're walking.
No.
We're out of breath.
You're not going to be trying to tape
Where's the
and
food?
walk. That is not happening.
Maybe I'll make you tape.
You'd be mad at me.
Yeah, you see it
Where'd
all.
you park?
See the
Why'd
real
you park
thing.
so far?
Right.
You need to go early. I don't be waiting line.
Oh, hell yeah. Go early. Leave on the next to the last song. Got to go. We can watch the last 2 songs on YouTube, girl. Let's go.
You're in the car by then.
Yeah.
Heading out.
What's the track?
Garage.
What's the set list? Oh, okay. Know the set list before you go. You need however long it takes to get from the seat to the garage and get going, because we don't want to be stuck in the parking garage waiting on people for 30 minutes to an hour to get out. Sorry. You already got my money. You don't need me to stay to the last bit. Please don't do the boys' mind at the end, girl, because I'm gone. I'm gonna have to.
That's what they're gonna do.
I'm gonna have to watch it on TV.
Okay.
I know the song. The is
but you gotta hear it because they're gonna change it up. I'm not change it up. But.
I'll hear it on YouTube if they wait for it to be the last song of the set. No, ma'am.
Okay.
But looking forward to it. Are y'all going to go check out Brandy and Monica and Kelly Rowland and Money Long and Jamal Roberts?
Yes, they are.
Yes, you are. Let us know what you thought of the concert in the comments when you do. Let's talk about Pride Month. We're in Pride. Are we still in Pride Month? Yes, it's June 26th. Mm-hmm. When we're recording this, we have 4 or 5 more days, however long June is.
Mm-hmm. Till Monday.
Conservative groups are asking, why do y'all need a Pride Month? Why do they need a Pride Month? Why does Pride Month need to exist? The thing is, girls, people who are asked this question, we don't need it to be a law or no shit like that. It is. It's been decided. The people have decided. It's like when people decide a word means something that the proper people that never defined it as. It's like a word like bootylicious. Bootylicious is now in the lexicon.
Is it?
It is. It's in Merriam's dictionary. Thanks to Beyonce. Bootylicious is a word now. Do you think the proper folks deemed it so? Did we need a law to make it so? Did we need it to even be a Merriam definition? To be in the library, what the fuck, the dictionary, for it to become that? No, we didn't. The people make it so.
True.
The people make it so.
Are made up a lot.
Yeah. So if the people decide June is for the LGBTQ, then that's what the people have decided. And you can't do nothing about it. You can't.
Just let it go. I mean, it's always being questioned. You know, let us have a celebration. It's not even for you. It's not bothering you.
Right.
So who cares what you think?
Oh, and the sad heterosexuals. Not all heterosexuals, okay? But some sad heterosexuals tried to do a heterosexual pride in Idaho. Did you hear about this?
It was so sparse.
Sparse as in 50 people attended. Oh, how sad, how tragic.
Right.
Tragic for the heterosexuals that attended. And it's not even let me just backtrack. It wasn't even the heterosexual. It is the
something for
it's
family,
the homophobic heterosexuals. Because you didn't need no pride. That was really an anti-gay pride event, is what it was. And for the tragic 50, that's a good name. The tragic 50, the tragic fragile 50 who attended. So sorry for you.
It was really sad.
Oh, and then there was a podcast guy on there who they were interviewing. There was like a little panel, and the guy goes talking about, how Idaho is great for these different reasons. And then he goes, and there's no black people here. Mm-hmm. He said that. But apparently he's one of those jock, racist people who like to say stuff like that all the time and, quote racist things and say dumb racist stuff all the time and troll, basically. Because in the comments, there were so many black people going, well, I live here. What are you talking about? There ain't no black people here. I'm here. I guess I'm not black. So he was just saying some stuff just to be trolling. But what do you expect from someone who's at the tragic 50?
Trying to stir up some controversy.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get that right.
Right. That's why I'm not even mentioning his name, her name, whatever his name, her name is. Just tragic.
So sad.
So sad.
So sad.
We're going to pray for her. I'm not praying for her. I hope your life is tragic, girl.
Maybe they're just jealous that, people are happy and joyous and, just celebrating, who they are.
It's interesting. It's the way that some heterosexual people are so worried about gay people business, the way some racist white people are so worried about black people's business.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's really interesting because they'll be in the comments, something will happen, and then they'll be like, "Oh, the blacks," and I'm like, "What are you talking about, the blacks?" It's something stupid like fried chicken that everybody eats, and they'll try to say that it's a black thing. It's like, come on,
everybody eats chicken.
Everybody eats chicken, girl. No,
and watermelon.
Maybe blacks make the best chicken.
I wouldn't doubt that.
They may make the best, or the best chicken you're eating has been inspired by the blacks on some level. But anyway, I digress. I don't want to give the hate too much energy.
But you had to get it out.
But I had to get it out. Just like I gotta get one more thing out.
Go ahead.
I'm here. This is Pride Month. I want to speak for the effeminate children who cannot speak for themselves, who come online and they do their little Beyonce dances and, and they are just being themselves. They just say, oh, I like whatever. And people, just because people see them and people can clock their femininity and they instantly go, oh, that's a little gay boy right there. Probably a little, that's usually who gets it. It's the little boys who people think is going to be gay. And they say all kind of horrible things about them in the comments. And, people, the comments section can be a cesspool.
It is.
A cesspool. And it's a place where people, the people who don't have any faces in their profiles, the people who only have images of memes in their profile,
or animals,
or
cartoon characters,
right? They're catfishing,
yeah,
because you can't say that nasty stuff in person. I was watching an interview that Keke Palmer did with someone where she was talking about how people, she hates that people will like comment on. She'll post, oh, look at this dress I'm wearing. And somebody go, oh, I don't like it. And she's like, well, why? You could keep that to yourself. You didn't need to put that in the comment for somebody. You would never walk up to somebody on the street and go,
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Now, if she admitted, she will forward a picture to a friend and go, that's a chop. Which I think, I agree, that's fair.
But that's coming from a place of, love and okay, I'm not gonna let you go out like that.
No, not
Kiki's friend.
No, not that she knows the person in the picture. It's like she may forward. Let's say it's a picture of Kiki, and I forward it to you and go, "What is she wearing?" Right. Okay. So she'll never see that.
Right.
Right.
Okay. It's just you two.
It's just between DMs. The two people, right? The DMs of the situation, and she's saying that's what people should do more of that, and less of feeling like they are empowered to say something nasty in the comments.
Right.
But let's face it, people say things in the comments because they like attention. A lot of times.
Yeah. They
Good
like
or
attention.
bad.
Yeah.
You know, but especially the nasty.
And they want to get in your head.
They want to get in your head. They want to
Or
just
bring you down some way.
right.
Psychologically or whatever.
Because people who are, what they say, misery loves company.
Yeah. Yeah.
But y'all need to get off the children. Leave the children alone who are trying to have them have fun. Let them do their Beyonce dance and do their hula hoops and whatever. You let their parents worry about them.
I think that's the thing. People are too busy trying to worry about other people instead of their own stuff.
Right. When your whole house is a mess. Your entire house, your life is in shambles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you're worried about the child on Instagram having fun.
Who's just coming into himself and just going to make many other changes and look at themselves, in different ways as they grow older and wiser. You want to tear it down and make them feel self-conscious about themselves. Mm-hmm. So, I mean.
Now, one of the best videos I've seen is one of Beyonce's current dancers posted a before and after with him when he, like 10 years ago or more, when he was 12 or 13, dancing to a Beyonce song, cutting it up, to him now being a Beyonce dancer on the Carter tour. Like, come on, life. Come on. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. But I bet you that original post had some haters in that post.
I'm quite sure.
I bet you that original post was like,
what are you doing? Sit down.
Sit that sissy down.
You'll never
some craziness or whatever. Yeah,
right.
Something.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
But he stayed true to his dream, and now he is where he is. Yes. Yeah.
You can't let those negative people deter you from your ambitions and goals, and all that stuff.
Totally.
So just take the, you take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Like we talked about earlier before. There's always going to be someone not in your corner, and that's okay.
Right.
But at least sometimes you come from a place of, positive, I don't say positive criticism.
There's constructive criticism.
Yeah,
sometimes.
That one, constructive.
But message me privately. DM us at 2 Grooms in a Pod on Instagram. Email us at 2groupsinapod@gmail.com. But don't come in the comments. There's no need to come in the comments with nothing negative, girl.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to agree.
You don't have to agree. You can offer a counterpoint. Right? You can offer a counterpoint,
but just to be
nasty,
and
so
mean,
nasty,
and
so rude.
Or talk about something you know nothing about our lives.
Classic line. Anybody know where that's from? So nasty, so rude. You remember that?
I remember.
Who said it?
Nene.
Okay, guess you do know. Sometimes he don't be up on the pop culture, y'all. Then he'll be up on it. He's in and out. I never know what he's gonna know.
I'm not totally clueless.
Not totally, no.
Not totally.
Not totally. So, speaking of the comments, there was a group. I don't know if we talked about this already. If we did, let me know, and I'll just edit it out later. There was a group, an influencer was posting a video talking to the younger gays and talking about, hey, because they were saying like, where are all the older gays at and everything, and this influencer was saying, well, girl, the older gays are dead. Like, they died, during the AIDS pandemic, and I'm like, girl, epidemic. I'm like, girl, those gays would be ancient. Okay, those aren't just older gays. Those gays would be in like their 70s.
Right. They wouldn't be out. They'd be home.
Yeah, they would be at the house. Okay.
Right.
If you want to find them, go to that one of them retirement centers that they build. I just read they got one in South Carolina somewhere. They built one of them, and they got one in London, and they got one in California. They got all these gay retirement places. Would you want to go to the gay retirement place?
Could be.
I could see it. I could see it. Just to be around our people.
Yeah, and not have to worry about people looking at us
right,
different when they find out.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Although but now they got them all rounded up in one place. Now that they got the, when all the craziness happens, they're all in one place now. They're like, put the fence around that. Put the fence right there. They all in there. Leave them. Okay, that's
we're not scared anymore.
That's an extreme.
We're not
scared.
We're not taking. Well, we're really scared, but
we're not scared. But I'm just saying, they are stealing people off the streets in masks, and they're claiming to be ICE agents, and they ain't got no ICE nowhere, and they ain't got no badges. So anything is possible.
That's true. It's a trying time.
It's a trying time. But anyway, yeah, I'd be interested in that. I'd be interested in that.
I think it'd be fun, really.
Yeah, it probably would be. It would be fun. Can you imagine doing a podcast like this with every week we have a different senior citizen, a gay senior?
Yeah, talking about that.
Everybody's retired and unedited.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be good.
Not to worry about anything.
Nothing. Ain't holding back because of work.
Nothing.
Because you don't want nobody
to know or fire you or whatever. What? Making faces for.
For her.
Oh, okay.
Her.
Okay.
Who watching? I see you watching. And what's the RuPaul's line? I see you watching, and you don't be jealous of my boogie. I wish I could remember that line. I see you watching, and you know that you are looking.
Of course.
And not commenting or liking, but looking for some stuff.
Do you think so?
Oh,
I don't think so.
I'm confident.
I don't think so.
Well, you're goody goodness. So no one would.
You're over and done. I'm sorry.
I'm over and done. Goody goodness?
Because
what?
You deserve it. No, just kidding.
But she was
just kidding.
But this influencer was saying that, and I commented in her comments saying, "Hey, sweetie, I'm a fan, but hey, the older gays are here, 50 and 54. Me and my husband were here. We're doing it. We're here.
We're just not out and about as much, right? And
if we were out and about as much, if we were up in the club with the youngins, they'd be like, "What your old ass doing up here in the club with us?"
Right. Just like we did.
Just like we did. Oh, girl, what he doing? He too old to be in here.
Right.
Although I didn't quite do that because I was into the daddies when I was younger.
I did it when it was when they were really up there.
When they were really up there? Oh, yes, you judged them? I mean, if you just sitting back in the cut, just having a drink with your friends and Judy's, I didn't really judge. I wasn't that kind of girl. I wasn't petty like that. I didn't care. It wasn't my business. Unless you was up there being a caddy, then I had something to say. You can't be up in the club old and caddy.
Well, that's what I mean. Those,
those girls.
Right. Causing trouble still.
Girl, come on. Ain't you worried about the mortgage, girl? No, she wasn't, because she didn't have one. She wasn't.
Yeah.
But we're here, and we are, hope the youngins are all the youngins, the homosexual youngins, the LGBTQ youngins, the hetero youngins, the asexual youngins, all of y'all. We hope y'all are watching. And hope you can get a little something out of the podcast that says, you know what, just because I get older doesn't mean I can't have fun, doesn't mean I can't be with someone I love and all that jazz. If I so choose to. I know a lot of the youngins are poly. We're here for y'all too, the poly youngins. And I don't judge. We don't judge.
I'm not judging.
I don't judge. I don't care.
No.
I don't care.
Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever you can deal with. Make it work.
Make it work, kiddos. Okay, this is a crazy. There's been a lot of ginger hate online right now. Ginger the drag queen.
Oh yeah.
Because people are talking about that the edit on drag queen is on Drag Race is that Ginger is edited to win the whole thing and blah 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 blah. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on this, but all I will say is this: it's just a TV show.
It is, but people get invested and they like what they like. And, it's a phenomenon that probably long overdue. So, they really get invested in who they like each week. So, they, kind of have, opinions of what they see over the years.
That part is okay. But when you start getting nasty, you start assuming that like somehow RuPaul is rigging the game to listen, just face it. RuPaul likes what she likes. That's it. It's not a rigor mortis. There's no rig. She just like what she likes. Do I agree with every lip sync choice? No. But for everyone that agrees with her, there's 30 people that's going to disagree. I thought that Ginger should have won that lip sync. You were kind of favoring Denali for the lip sync.
I didn't think she should have been in the top with that busted outfit and the hair.
Who, Ginger?
Yes.
I thought that Ginger was in the top because wasn't that a comedy challenge?
It just wasn't.
Fine.
No.
But that's fine. But rig, whatever. Like I didn't think Denali should have been in the top.
Me either.
Right? So let's talk about that. How is that rigged? My thing is this: why I'm going to have a queen back just to try to cheat her? RuPaul has these girls back. He approves them or whatever he does because he sees something in them ultimately. So I don't know. To me, the win is you're on the show. The girls who come off the show who talk all this smack, who's so bitter and so nasty and so rude about this opportunity that they've been given this opportunity,
I get
this platform, and you choose to, I don't know, come for the queen bee, for queen mother. That's what I have a problem with. That's what I have a problem with. But go ahead.
We don't know what their journey was. I'm quite sure not all of them had a good journey on the show.
Yeah,
and
true.
Their experiences are probably, far and wide, right?
Sure, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think some of the queens may have some legitimate gripes about certain things.
Sure.
Maybe it's just the way they talk about it. Because if I'm ostracized and I'm never going to be on it again, I probably can talk shit because I already lost.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying because there are several girls who I won't even name on here who have been talking shit for over a decade.
I get it.
Living off a moment that they had with Mother Rue. Living off a moment.
But that's their moment.
She looked at me and she stared at me and well, this is what I said, blah, 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 blah.
But that was their moment, right? So how they choose to deal with it may be wrong. I don't think it's smart all the time because even certain things you don't like, you still deal with to get that money.
Right. Yeah.
Because let's just face it, Rue's put a lot of these girls on the map.
So many.
They're making money they probably ever would have ever made without this opportunity.
And everybody who complains about Drag Race, let's face it, drag is more, probably you're getting more clients now, more people come to the clubs because drag has become such a big part of the zeitgeist, and everything.
It's more mainstream, I guess.
Yeah, it's more mainstream.
So, I mean, not totally, but it's...
but in the sense that more people probably want to see it than usual. And yes, that doesn't mean that the drag that is more off the wall or obscure, blah, 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 but we're not getting to all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just believe there should be a little bit more gratefulness towards the Queen Mother.
I get it.
I just feel like every time I don't know why my algorithm keeps taking me to Willem in Alaska talking shit about RuPaul.
Me too.
Why does it keep doing it? Stop it, algorithm. Stop it. And I'm trying to figure out the way I could block their show, but no, I think they're on Mom. They're on this certain, I guess, channel,
mm-hmm.
and there's other people on that channel that I do want to watch. Like I love seeing the little clips of Delta.
Mm-hmm.
She'll talk about anything, talk about French fries, and I love her. Kelly Mantle, love her show.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these other girls, they just be doing too much on Mother.
Get it?
And I know Mother's not perfect. I know Mother is fracking on her land.
I think
I know.
I mean, you have to
But girl,
sit there and know that RuPaul is imperfect and that she probably has done some.
She has not.
Shit.
She's not perfect, but you cannot become Mother and be perfect and be everyone be happy with you.
True.
You just, it doesn't happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they would give her a little more grace. I mean, call her out about the political fracking or whatever, sure, but until you have farmland that you own,
you do what the fuck you want.
You do what you want to do, and I'll just say this. I don't know. Hopefully, she'll give a lot of that money she's making to some poor black kids when she passes away. Maybe she'll pass that money along and help some poor black drag queens and some people who are like her or something. Who knows? She ain't got no children.
I know, but I'm just saying she's already helped so many.
Yeah. Yes, she has. She has. So she has. So I don't know. I just feel like I said, give Mother a little bit more grace. Find something else to talk about. Ginger Minge is not rigged to win. I think that's enough on that.
Okay.
And if you're not watching RuPaul Drag Race All-Star 10, you should watch it, girl. Yeah. She's good. She's good. Mm-hmm. So we have some write-ins and some Reddits to talk about to end the episode.
Did you have to delete anything? Any comments that came through this week?
No, I haven't deleted anything. Okay. Any comments?
So no bad ones.
No bad ones. But even if they were bad, I probably would have left them up.
Probably.
Mm.
Sometimes our fans will take care of it, though.
Right? They'll respond and get on them like a duck on a June bug. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So a writer, one of our listeners wrote in and was essentially asking, they've been dating a guy for 6 months now, and the guy who wrote us, let's call him Charlie. That's not his name. Charlie wrote in, and Charlie said that I've been dating my boyfriend for 6 months. Things have been going great. I'm falling in love with him, but now we've gotten really comfortable with each other, and he likes to fart in front of me, and I don't like it. Mm-hmm. He also started leaving the door open when he uses the bathroom, and I don't like it. Mm-hmm. How can I tell him that I don't like these things without damaging the relationship or making him feel that I don't like him or that I'm too stuffy, etc., etc.? Or should I just get over it? I'll let you take this one. How do you think?
I think it's a little stuffy.
You think it's a little stuffy?
I think you were a little stuffy too when we first met, and you kind of was like, "What you doing? Close that door," that kind of thing. But
I'm like, close the door if you're not gonna flush. Because I learned a while back
courtesy flush. I know.
Yeah, it's from this jailbird I dated about courtesy flushes. Yeah, as soon as it hits the water, flush.
Yeah,
that way you don't get a chance to.
I get it.
So I'm like, if you're not gonna close the door, courtesy flush.
Yeah.
So that's how I've been. I don't think I've ever been too. I'm in a mood sometimes. This is like, if I'm in a certain kind of mood, I'm eating, and I'm in a mood, even though, I've been known to. But for this guy, listen, I've dated people who did not want you to do that, who absolutely was like, why don't you leave the other room? I grew up in a house like that. My mother was very much like, y'all don't be farting in here. Get up, leave the room. Y'all just farting around each other.
My daddy would let it loose anywhere and then laugh about it. And my mother hated it. My mother was a total opposite.
See, that's because
she's disgusted. She's upset. She's leaving the room. She's,
Right.
Right.
That's the difference between, I guess, a mother-father household and a mother running a household. Because if your mama ran that house, then she probably had y'all doing what my mama did, which was get your butt up when you know that's coming and go do that in another room.
Right.
Right. So that's how I grew up. So I can understand that's probably where your boyfriend is coming from. He probably has some kind of home upbringing.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
where that's not tolerated. So the thing about it is, I think if you really like him, you got to keep girl. If you really like him, if that's the worst thing, is a fart. Give it time. Eventually, you'll be able to fart in front of him.
Yeah, I think so.
Just give it time. The bathroom thing, that may be just what it is. Some people, that's a deal breaker. They don't want to see you. Don't come in the bathroom while I'm using the bathroom, and brush your teeth while I'm on the toilet. Don't try to do that thing where you try to force it on people. Like, oh, shut up. Like, I've seen different little videos where guys, especially like straight guys, talk about how their women won't let them go in the bathroom on them, but they'll come in the bathroom on the guys. I'm like, I feel sorry for y'all sometimes. No, like whatever the rule the person who's using the bathroom has, you should respect that rule that they have.
True.
And if you want the door closed, but the person in the bathroom don't care, you should respect the person who wants the door closed, because they clearly don't. They don't want to smell that.
Yeah,
and that's their right to do that. So just keep the door closed when you go to the bathroom. Leave the other room for now. Because listen, y'all gonna start sleeping together.
It's going.
You gonna fall asleep at night. He gonna fart while he sleep in the bed, and you know what? You gonna fart while you sleep in the bed. Okay, and probably sometimes y'all gonna fart. You're going to fart. You know, it's gonna happen. You just got to give him a little bit more time.
I think you need to give some grace, and because, like I said, the way he grew up, probably. It was kind of, free range, just open it up whenever.
Yeah.
And he's probably comfortable enough for him to do that in front of you. So he probably thinks nothing of it. But I think maybe if you communicate it, say, I'm having an issue with this. I don't think that would be a problem, with him listening to it and taking heed to it.
Yeah. If he really likes you.
Yeah. But I don't think I don't think that's a deal breaker. There's so many other things going on.
So many things.
So
now,
that's like,
especially if you're not doing it all the time.
Right.
If you're gassy all the time in a new relationship, that's a turn off.
Now, I would have issue if we're eating and you're continually doing it, that kind of thing. I think, at the dinner table, that's a little off. But then sometimes it happens and it just happens. It's not
it happens intentional. Sometimes. Yeah. But we're watching a movie we're watching a 30-second TV show and you fart 5 times during the 30-second TV show. That's too many farts. 2 farts per 30 minutes is the max.
You got to go take a sit somewhere.
Yeah, you need to go sit down. Yes.
Yeah, you need to get that out.
You need to get that out. If you got 5 farts in 30 minutes, go take a dump. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's a bit much. So there's a limit.
There is a limit. Okay, so this is a Reddit one. And I have to do a little reading here. Okay, this is from throw RA_infected Mars. These names. Okay, I 38 found out my wife 36, and he's 38 male, 36 female, cheated in the beginning of our relationship. I found out my wife cheated beginning of our relationship because she was not sure if things with me were going to work out with me. I overheard her saying this to her sister. She said she regretted it after seeing a future with me, and nothing of the kind has happened again. Should I just try to forget what I heard? My wife and I have been together since 2010, married in 2016, and this was posted 2 days ago. So they've been married for, whatever, how was it, 9 years, and
let it go.
Yeah.
You just heard it. So what changed? Your feelings about her didn't really change.
Right.
Going back 9 years. That was, past tense.
Right. And it was the beginning.
Younger. It was the beginning. You probably, I don't know if you were probably totally committed then or whatever, but
you might have been a little shady yourself.
Right. It's a nothing. Move on.
It's a nothing.
Keep building your life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to let certain things go.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah. If it was like last year,
that's different.
That's a little different.
That's a little different.
But at the beginning of your relationship and you're just getting to know someone, I think it's okay to just let it go.
But if you would have caught her back in 2010, I would say drop her. She would have been let go.
Yeah, I mean, back then, yeah.
Back then, yes.
But that's,
unless you want to give her a second chance and she apologized and crawled around on her feet. Back then, I just would have instantly said, let her go. But now she's proven. She's proven herself.
And she also, you overheard also that she feels bad about it. So I think she's already putting herself in some sort of prison anyway by her thoughts.
Right. Anyway, she's still talking about it
so
long.
Correct.
So long she's after. Right. Yeah.
I know that's affecting her. So just not let it be a thing. Especially if your relationship is going really well and everything was fine other than you eavesdropping.
Which I'm not mad at because you wouldn't have found the information out if you had what they call it, ear hustling.
Right.
Okay.
So I think just move on.
Yeah, move on. That's the vote.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. I found my boyfriend's best friend's nudes in his Photos app. Advice, please. I don't know where to start. I've been with my boyfriend, both late 30s, for 4 years now. We live together and things have been otherwise good. I had a feeling that my boyfriend's best friend may have had a really close relationship with my boyfriend. And to make it more effed up, their friendship started with my boyfriend in a senior role with him before becoming friends. So I guess he was like his boss or something. While I got to know the friend, I noticed they were really close. And the friend is conventionally attractive, but a messy person overall. This must be gays. There was one memorable night.
Gotta be gay.
Memorable night where he was over and my boyfriend was fixing the bed for him and I was downstairs cleaning the kitchen when all I hear are moans and screams, which I was later assured by my boyfriend was just him being picked up by his friend. So I guess like maybe there was 3 of them up there. The boyfriend, the friend, and his friend. Wait a minute. I was later assured like by my boyfriend was just, the best friend picked the boyfriend up. And I guess they were horsing around.
Okay.
What you got to moan for? I can see the scream, but a sexual moan that I'm confusing for sex? What are you doing?
Something don't sound right.
Something in the milk ain't clean.
No.
Okay. He slept over a few times since we've lived together, mostly while I was home. The entire time I was paranoid and didn't sleep well because I feared something was going to happen. Girl, he wouldn't have been able to stay. If I have any fear and doubt and paranoia, no. This person cannot stay. Why? I don't trust him, or I don't trust you with him. We would have had that conversation right off the bat. But it continues. Then came some out-of-town business trips last summer where the friend would magically be in town. He also lived a 5-hour drive away, and they would have a sleepover. This threw me over the edge, and my boyfriend and I had several long conversations about it, and he chalked it up to me being hysterical as nothing ever happened. Well, tonight, my devices all conveniently died, so I asked to use his iPad to watch some Netflix in the bath. And given my previous concerns, I had a little snooping. I did a little snooping. Yes, I know I'm insecure and I have trust issues. Girl, it has nothing to do with that, girl. If you watch one of my earlier episodes, a wise bitch always snoops. There's nothing wrong with
that
it.
Again.
A wise bitch always snoops. There's nothing wrong with a snoop. What are you saying like that for?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, like you claim you found something on me?
You snoop. You're nosy.
Oh, yes, I do. I snoop. I'm nosy. Yes. So there's nothing wrong with that, girl. Don't judge yourself. And I found several photos of his friend naked and fully erect as recent as this past November.
Don't.
Girl, why?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what's the reason. This is some young people shit too. This is, how old are y'all? Girl, you both in your late 30s and this is happening?
Yeah, something's going on with
Girl,
this.
something is going on. This is some early 20s stuff.
You don't need to be worrying about the friend. You need to worry about with your husband's bisexual.
Worry about your man. Right. No, this gotta be gays.
You think it's all gays?
This is all gays.
I thought it was a lady.
No, that was the first one.
Oh.
This one didn't say gender. That's why I said this is gays.
Okay, this gays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't want to just jump to conclusions. Girl, the conclusion has already jumped for you, girl. Okay? You ain't got to jump. The conclusion flew.
Did it right.
Over there. I don't want to jump to conclusion. Girl, this is your problem. You silly.
Yeah.
He been playing you in your face for so long.
Yeah.
You must got the money. Because this man...
Oh, the man got the money.
Would you keep somebody around you that won't like that? If you didn't have the money? Because clearly the man is just playing in your face, girl. Like, maybe he does have the money. But either way, he's playing in your face. Oh, where was I? I don't want to jump to conclusions. But my mind is racing and I don't know what to do next. Girl, leave. I don't even know how to bring it up to a friend to get some advice, so I'm turning to you. You don't have nobody you can talk to about this? You don't have one friend that you can say, Billy Bob.
That's the problem.
My man, you don't put all your eggs in this basket with this man.
Right.
You don't abandon all your friendships for this man.
Yeah.
And now this man is turning out to be a brick and you don't have nobody to go to.
Right.
I'm sorry for you, girl. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to tell you what to do, sis, right now. We're going to tell you, because I think we're in agreement.
Yeah.
You better wash that man right out of your hair. You better wash that man right out of your hair and send him on his way. It's old school.
There definitely have to be a conversation about what's going on.
A conversation?
I mean, that's the beginning while you're packing, right?
I'm going to send him that pic. I'm a screenshot. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm screenshotting that pic. I'm sending it to myself. And if I was really messy,
why you send it to yourself?
Because I want him to be. I got it.
You want him to know.
I want to know it came from his stuff, and I got it. and I seen it. You're not gonna gaslight me and say I don't have it.
Okay.
And I might have a friend who's into revenge porn and may post it somewhere. And
don't.
I mean, I wouldn't do that.
Of course,
because that's illegal.
You can't do that.
But hypothetically speaking, I know some people who would.
I mean, if you want to be petty, you can do it from his phone.
Oh, right. Real petty.
Not your own phone.
Not your own phone. Smart. That's a smart.
See, you're rubbing off on me.
Don't blame it on me. Goody goodness, huh? Maybe not
I
so
heard
much.
about such stories.
Maybe not so much goody goodness. Maybe not so much.
I know to be petty at a time or two.
So let's finish her little statement. I don't know if I speak to him about it because I know I'm just going to get some excuse. I don't know if I want to leave him. I just don't know what to do. I hate that my intuition was right, but I'm currently sick to my stomach with what I should do next. Advice appreciated. Girl, I am sorry for you. I'm sorry for you because you clearly love this guy.
You're definitely hooked.
You're hooked and you love him, but we need you to love yourself more. We do. I'm trying to be serious.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you definitely need to
love yourself more.
Yeah. So yeah, and when I say conversation, I mean, hey, this is what's going on. I know something's going on. Just tell me. Just be honest. If you can maybe you can deal with it.
But yeah, if you want to deal with the cheating, and he says,
as long as you know the truth.
This is my F buddy, and we're gonna do this on occasion. You my main, but that's what we do,
right?
And you're like, okay, I can live with that, but you can't, girl. You already can't. Girl, just the thought of him in the other room kept you up all night.
Yeah. He can't do it,
girl. You can let him go.
Yeah.
He gonna make you sick, or you gonna wake up and we gonna see you on Snap,
or it's at some point it's gonna be hate and it's never gonna work out because you.
Well, yeah. If you're lucky, it's just that, or we gonna see you on Snapped. And me and Shannon are like, That story
Fatal
sounds
Attraction.
familiar.
Fatal Vows.
Fatal Vows. Girl, when love goes wrong. Girl, we don't want to see you on it, girl, so let him go.
Yeah, just let him go.
What's it? Give it up, turn it loose. Give it up. Give it up.
Yep, give it up.
In Vogue, children, for those who don't know. Mm-hmm. If you don't want ya, you don't need them. Girl, give it up, turn it loose. Before Destiny's Child. Before Destiny's Child, there was En Vogue.
Yeah.
In Vogue.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. Well, I think that was enough of that. Did a good episode.
Awesome.
Episode 22. We really appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing. We're up on our Spotify is up.
How many?
Highest it's ever been.
How many?
48. We're at 49. 49. Almost the big 5-0. We're at hundreds of plays, like over almost 700 plays, I think. So the people are listening and they're sharing. Just come on.
Keep sharing.
Keep sharing. Keep encouraging people to subscribe.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do subscribe on YouTube, and on YouTube we have around 50, I think, on there. So, you're there. I feel like more people watch this podcast or listen to this podcast than some academic journals are read. Okay?
I'm quite sure.
I'm sure. So our distribution may be farther than some academic journals. So I'm not mad. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and thank y'all so much for riding with us. We really love doing this for y'all and having fun. And, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's all for now. Good night. Good morning.
Good night. Bye.